Barbadian professionals answer 17 questions related to the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. These case studies reinforce the notion that sustainable buildings represent a viable and increasingly attractive alternative to conventional buildings. The sustainable construction sector needs all participants to be focused on how their work contributes to its sustainable growth and development. These stories should inspire us all to build better.
The level of employment is pretty proportional to the size of the building project. Generally, the larger the project, the more people you will need. Right now, we are building about 50,000 square feet of space, and over those two projects we have ongoing right now, you probably have in total about 200 people employed. So there is a direct link to the level of building activity and to employment. The majority of those guys will be from Barbados or from the region, so it's very much local and regional labor which we are employing, both at the management level as well as the skilled and unskilled labor level. So there's a pretty large contribution right there.
The project that I'm doing is the Maria Holder Diabetes Center for the Caribbean. And it was a project that was, initially it was 4 stories, which would have been around 25,000 square feet. And you'll see that in one of the images. But of course, as we work with these projects and budget kicks in, it became about 15,000 square feet reduced. And so we had, in terms of the design team, I would say we were about 10 to 12. And in terms of the construction personnel, they were quite a few, I'd say maybe almost 100 in total on the site working during the course of the construction, which was about over a year.
A project like ours, it was a 13-month construction period with about 6 months prior to that for all the preparation and planning. We would have employed, in conjunction with the contractors and everyone involved, possibly close to 100 employees. And you would have seen a split across those employees. That's approximate, but you would think about 10% would have been your consulting employees, 80% would have been the skilled labor, and a further 10% for the non-skilled labor. And even though it's just 10%, that non-skilled labor was very important because these are people who are at a challenge in acquiring jobs due to lack of education, nothing due to their fault, but they would have been employed and given opportunities to contribute to a project such as this.